say hi, Wembley.
Hi, Wembley.
And he's going to blow you some bubbles to say hello.
That's so cool.
Well, folks, this wonderful sea lion is named Wembley. The trainer working with him is named Paula. My name is Jeff, and we're very glad that you joined us here at Sea Lions Rock today.
Hello.
Now, throughout our presentation today, you are going to see Paula interacting with our sea lions in a variety of ways. And we wanted to start today's show by talking a little bit about how we train our sea lions. He's a very handsome boy. He's only 3 years old. He'll turn 4 in July.
Wow.
But we were able to start working with Wembley as soon as he was born. Within the first couple weeks of life, we were able to start talking to him, telling him his name, and before he was even a year old, we were training him. Now, if at any point during today's show, one of our sea lions does something that was not what Paula wanted them to do, you might see Paula just stand there. Ooh, very scary. Just standing there. Exactly, crickets. Anytime our sea lions don't do what we want, do the opposite of what we want, choose not to participate, that's okay. It's their choice to engage with us. It's their choice to participate. Right now, Wembley said, what I'd really like to do is play with this fish. Food has become a toy. Any parents who have children where food is a toy? Yeah? So Wembley is a young sea lion. This is something that we're fairly accustomed to. He will sometimes just decide it's playtime, not work time. We're going to keep talking about how we train though. Right now, when our sea lions do something we want them to do, the reward that they get is fish. It's very straightforward. They like fish, they eat fish. But when Wembley was a baby, we couldn't feed him fish because he was still drinking milk from mom. So instead, we figured out that he liked ice cubes. So we would actually give him ice cubes when he was a baby, and he really enjoyed that. When he was about a year old, one day they saw on the cameras that he was laying on his back underneath a hose that was dripping water. And we figured out, oh, he likes having water sprayed in his mouth. So we bought some water guns, and we started spraying him in the mouth with water. He loves that too, apparently. So working with animals is all about figuring out what motivates them, what reinforces them, and understanding that at all times, it is their choice to engage with us. When they engage with us, it's a huge bonus. It's something that makes us happy. And if they choose not to engage, that is totally okay. Now, Paula is carrying around a target pole. This target pole is one of the very first tools that our sea lions are introduced to when they're little. And the target pole is just an extension of our hand. It's something that they learn to touch with their nose. And later on in life, it can be used to touch various parts of their body to learn to manipulate it in various ways. Now, Paula has been teaching Wembley a handstand. It's in the very middle stages. He's still working on that front flipper strength to hold his back end up. But you can see she can use the target on his nose, her hand by his tail. And in time, he will learn to hold that pose, and he'll give us a very nice handstand. I think that deserves another round of applause. He's doing a very, very good job. Now folks, with animals, you don't like to push it too far, so today we're going to keep it short and sweet. We're going to bring Wembley back into the house, and we're going to bring out his dad. So can everyone say, thanks for coming, Wembley?
Thank you, Wembley.
And we'll be back in just a moment.
In doing so, we want to protect and conserve nature. A typical day of animal care starts bright and early when our staff come in to prepare all of the food for our animals. Once that food is prepared, we begin to do husbandry with our animals, which includes a daily physical exam, which occurs multiple times.
Whoa! He's so big.
Now, believe it or not, someday Wembley will be as big as Pablo. This is actually Wembley's dad. So male sea lions get to be pretty big. Pablo here is almost 30 years old. He will turn 30 in June. So, by show of hands, who thinks 30 is old? Not for people, for sea lions. Pablo, what do you think? Is 30 old for a sea lion?
What?
Who thinks 30 is young for a sea lion? He's got another 30 years loaded and ready to go. Well, actually, folks, 30 is quite old for a sea lion. I know, it's crazy. The oldest sea lion on record is 31 years old. So Pablo's getting pretty close to that. And because he is an elderly animal, there are a lot of things that we do every day to help maintain his health. Some of them are the things we've been doing his whole life to help him get this old, but there have also been some modifications. So, who here usually tries to go into their doctor for your regular yearly checkup? A few hands going up. All right, well, here at Marine Life, we have a team of veterinary technicians in every single day. We have a veterinarian on call, and we have our sea lion team that does most of the daily husbandry. That has nothing to do with being a husband, that has everything to do with taking care of the animal. So every single day, we are going to feel over the animal's entire body. And I know it's kind of hard to see, but what Paula has done right now is actually asked him to roll over and show us his belly while in the water. This is a good example of something we've changed. As a young sea lion, it was pretty easy for him to roll around on the floor. But as he's getting older, we're finding that's becoming slightly more difficult. So we trained him to do some of these tactile lookovers in the water. And he gets a good butt scratch at the end. Other areas that we're going to be checking on his body every single day include his face. So we're going to check his eyes. Anyone ever been told, like, follow my eyes, follow my finger with your eyes? We've trained the sea lions to do that. So he will follow Paula's finger with his eyes, so we can check how well his vision is doing. Paula can tap on his nose, and he will breathe into her face. What do you guys think it smells like?
Fish.
Not chocolate. I wish. That would be much more pleasant. It does smell like fish. If his breath didn't smell fishy, if it smelled sour or vinegary or something like that, well, that's not normal. We would want to check that out. We can look in his mouth. So we actually ask him to say cheese, and he opens his mouth. We can look, excuse you. That would also be stinky too. Sea lions have burped in my face. Their teeth are meant to be black. As they get older, the fish that they eat is full of oils. Those oils stain their teeth black. That is a normal color. We can brush their teeth. So we can have fully cooperative interactions with our sea lions for their care. So everyone give Pablo a round of applause for being a cooperative sea lion. Now another reason that Pablo can live, Bryn? I don't know. Okay, we're going to pause for a second. We're going to quickly check the pool for predators. Make sure there's nobody in there that's supposed to not be in there. I mean, it's looking okay to me right now. Yeah. Are we good, do we think? Oh, okay, yeah. No predators spotted, that's very good. Now, what sort of predators do you think we were looking for?
Like
Shout it out.
alligators?
I heard sharks. 100%.
Sharks, yeah.
Now, Pablo, he's a smarty pants. He's actually learned how to do a shark impression. Can you guys show me your shark impression? The fin on the head? Yeah. This is Pablo's shark impression. It's very clever.
Oh, he got it.
That takes some coordination and dexterity. You know, one flipper out, one paddling underneath. That's clever. Other predator that he would have to watch out for in the ocean, of course, killer whales or orcas. Those big animals, they can eat sea lions. Sea lions are, of course, predators themselves. They hunt fish and other small creatures in the water. So they are kind of right in the middle of the food chain. Now, I said that Pablo's a big guy, and that's true. He is a big guy. Male sea lions get much, much bigger than females. So when we meet Quinty right after this, you're going to notice right away, female sea lion, much smaller. A half or even a third the size of the male. Like cover his ears or something. But Pablo's actually a little bit small for a male sea lion. In the wild, they can get considerably bigger. Oh yes, console him. He doesn't like when we talk about the fact that he's a little bit of a smaller guy. At his peak, Pablo can get to about 600 pounds. In the wild, male California sea lions can't reach up to 1,000. It's not because he doesn't eat enough, just genetically he's not as big. Now, if you look at Pablo's head, you might have noticed that going from the top of his snout to the top of his head, oh, you didn't like that fish? Oh, we just wanted to give it a second. Females have very smooth foreheads. Now the bump has a purpose. It's not from hitting his head. So everyone touch your jaw. Everyone give yourselves a nice little jaw massage. Okay? As humans, we have moderate bite strength. Sea lions have a lot of bite strength. But instead of having really round cheeks, all the muscles for biting attach to a ridge on the top of his skull. It's called a sagittal crest. And only males have that because males defend the beak. Obviously, we're going to face the crowd. So come on over here. I know, counterintuitive, right? Come put your
So watch
clothes
what
against
the
the wall.
sea lion would do.
Now, I said we train our animal. Now again, this is what a male sea lion sounds like. Think about that word lion. Are you ready? 3, 2, marshmallow. Is that crazy? All right, everyone give Aiden a round of applause. You can go back up to your seat. All right, so now that we've talked about the differences between males and females, I think it's time to bring Quinty out so you can see what a female's back, and we'll be back in a second. But for now, can everyone say, bye, Pablo?
Bye, Pablo.
All right, everyone, don't blink for a second because this is Quinty, and she's our fastest sea lion. All right, now, I do promise this is not Wembley. Quinty and Wembley are about the same size right now because where Wembley's at in his growth and development, he's about the same size as his mom, almost bigger. But you're gonna notice that Quinty here has slightly rounder, softer features in her face, whereas males get more of a boxy face. You're gonna see she's quite a bit smaller. Her forehead is smooth, and Paula, does Quinty feel like being noisy? I mean, that's pretty normal for Quinty, but I want to check that she feel like being noisy. Okay,
Yeah, that's
so this is what a
sea lion.
female sea lion sounds like. Oh, we have to get in position. Drum roll, please. Oh, that's your arm, my dear.
That's a sea lion.
Oh, okay, she wants an excitement from you. So let's put our hands together and cheer for her. Okay. Very good. She's, you know.
She's so noisy.
Singing the song of her people. So that is what a female sea lion sounds like. She's very proud of herself. Now, Quinty here is only 18 years old, so she's more like in the middle of her lifespan. And the last thing that we haven't talked about yet about the care that we do for our animals is that a sea lion in the wild has to do a lot of work to find their food. Paula's making life very easy. We're just throwing fish at the sea lion. So we have to make sure we are working with the animals to replicate what it's like for them to be in the wild. So we're going to toss fish in the water. We're going to do exercise sessions, especially with Quinty. And one of Quinty's favorite things to do is show off. Ready? Put your hands together and tell her. All right. Oh, well, that's just my day today. Buddy, you can grab your seat again. Everyone give our volunteer another round of applause. He did a really good job. So that is what a fully completed handstand looks like. That's what Wembley's working towards. But now that we've got Quinty kind of in the mood, in the zone, I think it's time for us to do a workout session. So I need everyone to stomp their feet, clap their hands, and let's make some noise for Quinty! Everyone, let's give it up for Quinty one more time. And of course, we cannot forget her wonderful trainer. Let's give it up for Paula. Alright folks, this does bring us to the end of the show portion. If you would like, we're going to move into a photo session where you're able to stick around, stand next to the sea lion, or sit next to the penguin and have your photo taken. These photos are for purchase. It's a cost of $10 per photo. If you are not interested in staying for photos, that's totally fine. Stay in your seats and Charlotte will let you know when it's okay for you to step out. But if